Hey, how's it going? Trying to figure out what's up with these lights. These two are backwards. Okay, let's connect electrical systems and avionics and fuel pump. These three. It would be 1, 2, 3. Let's do a 2x3 perhaps. Perhaps. I think I need to put that whole line on its own controller actually. That would make way more sense than whatever I was gonna do. Start up sequence. We need start up panel. What are the benefits of having a fuel pump? Something that you can turn off and on. I don't see it. I don't see the benefits. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the fuel pump. Wait, what is the point of avionics then? Avionics? Wait, avionics has a point because if you're running a GPS and a radar, that is going to be using electricity, and you may want to like turn on all the lights and just kind of sit there and not use a whole lot of electricity before you really start turning things on. But a fuel pump, yeah, fuel pump won't matter because you just turn that on when you turn the engine on. Then we have rotor brake, and then some other thing. Then the engine ignition. Okay, so engine ignition can have the fuel pump with it. So something else. Okay, I'm merging everything now, aren't I? Where is rotor brake? Wait, I took rotor brake out of... Where did I put it? It's not here. Maybe I should just use this controller because this already has the things that exist in it. Let's make it 3x5 perhaps. Perhaps. I don't need the startup sequence on it all then. So what did I need? What did I need? Electrical systems, something else, and avionics. Electrical systems is easy because it's just a single relay. So this can be channel 1. Boop, 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 boop. That's number 1. I've already forgotten. I have forgotten it. Something else is 3. Avionics on 2. Avionics is more or less the same as just like a number output. So I'm organizing it that there is channel 1, channel 2, 3 and 4, 5. That's 4 and that's 6. So top to bottom. 3 was something else, which I'm actually going to need a fuel pump output on here anyway. Wait, it's not a fuel pump, it's a fuel valve, but this will be connected onto the ignition. Some other thing, release rotor brake. So I've got something else on 3 and some other thing on 4, 5. Man, logic is crazy. What's this? Avionics. So that can go into this HUD, this display, this display, this display, this display. And when I get a GPS and... Oh, I have no output. A GPS and a... What's the other thing? A radar. Once those are installed, then they can be connected to the avionics as well. Why does this say engine on? This should say start up sequence. Fuel valve, that's back here somewhere. Electrical systems. I need a relay. I should put this somewhere that it can be welded really easily. Is there a... Oh, yes. Perfect. So like if there's a lightning strike, you can just flick the electronics switch up here and then it'll just completely turn everything off and back on again. And if it gets shot up or something, then you can weld it really easily and then flick the switch. So as long as that controller is somewhere, which, yeah, I can put all the controllers on the roof unless I want to do decoration. I also need to hook that switch up for these lights in here in the back. But that should be good, because that means my like whole startup panel is basically done, except for the things that don't have anything on them. It is kind of weird that there's a little thing. Oh, that's cool though. It says it's on, and then it says it's off. That's really useful. Flick, flick. So you flick, 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 flick. I should put an electrical connector somewhere, like maybe in the rear landing gear, and then it could be like that's where you connect if you want to tow it around or something. Also, white spot on the door. I thought I fixed that. Also, white spot on the back there. Hey, wait a minute. There are 2 loot chests down there. What is going on? Look, there's 2 loots right next to each other. I mean, good to know, but not helpful right now. Okie dokie. Let's get these switches here connected. They should be pretty easy, because it's going to be like... Oh, you know what? I think I want to have instrument panels for each one of these. Maybe it can be facing down. So basically I was thinking there would be a switch that you have to turn on, and that will release whatever's on here. Actually, you know what? I should put one on both sides so that you can't just accidentally drop it. You really have to push the buttons to make it release. You know, it's very intentional. You have to flip both of these switches out, and then the thing will drop off. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Release weapon. There you go, 7 and 8. I think I'll put them so all the switches are like internal, facing the middle of the little thing. they're all in the middle of this little winglet thing. So we have on the front is odd numbers, 7, 8. This will be 6, 5 and 6, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2. Man, that's hard to understand. And then we have... How do I send the fire signal? Let's grab one of the weapons from the Newquay weapons pack. Do I still have it? Yes, I do. Okay. Doesn't load. Great. Great. Now it does. Way over there. Whatever. This is the one I'm mostly interested in. So we need to figure out what its fire control system is. Loader. I just want to know how to make it shoot. What is EHCS? Okay. Looks like EHCS is some weapons pack identifier thing that Clara made. And a lot of people use it, so I guess we should use it too? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but I should subscribe. Okay, I have no idea. Oh, what is this? What is this? EF12. Oh my god. 1x1 controller. What is this? This is a bit of a sticky pickle. I want to use this ultimate HUD. I've seen how it works before, because I think a lot of people use it. But it would mean... What if, so I get rid of this. Wait a minute. What if I get rid of that, put in, oh wow, okay. Nope, can't do that. What if I put it in the middle? Then everybody can look at it. What if it's like there? Read workshop page for help. So how do I arm it then? Oh my god, you have to touch it? Oh, it's that's the arm button, right? Touching it is the arm button, and then space should be a push. Okay, let me change that. Trigger, push, fire weapons. I think that's just going to fire anything that's armed. Man, it's quite heavy, isn't it? So, avionics. If I press space, nothing happens. I should have a thing that lights up to say like you're registering. Space is being registered. That is armed. And now every time I push space, or hold it space, it fires the weapon. And then we can say, okay, how do I drop it though? Weird that, I don't know what this does. Position 1, no, I need to go position 2. Oh, I guess these are two different states of it or something. But that's good. That's basically my entire weapon system looked after then. I don't need any of those switches because I can arm and fire and drop from here. So I don't need any of this. So I can use all of that for anything I want now. I think I'm just going to use other people's stuff with this. Well, should I use a radar off the workshop? I could put all that weapons stuff onto these big displays. But then I kind of have nowhere to put the HUD. It would be nice to have the thing that Clara made because it is actually good. It is actually of a high quality. Like if I could get a HUD onto this and have it rotate, then I wouldn't mind putting that weapon system onto there. But yeah, I've got Windows. And I've got wedges. Damn it. Damn it all. I don't think I can do any crazy XMLing to get around this. Well, at least we know this works. Weapons done. Okay, what's next? Really? There's a lot of excess stuff on the dash here that I don't need. Let's put a little thing in here for this flip switch and that will turn on these backlights. I'm going to turn this one into a push button. Go up one and use the same system for the lights that I put on the pilot lights. I think it's in here, isn't it? Pilot light, yeah. So we're going to have an input and output. Lights panel. Yeah, because this is its own separate thing, kind of. This will be the rear lights. The rear internal lights. But at least it fills this out nicely. Passenger internal lights. Man, this is quite messy, isn't it? I really like putting things close to each other, but it is separate, so I should separate it out into its own little section. That's easy. Very easy. This goes to the light switch, and then from the lights, or from the controller. We just connect these two lights. And now they should all operate in the same way. So if you were flying at night and the pilots had their lights on the red light, maybe they've both got their lights on red, and you need some light back here. And you need some light back here. You can go white light, but then maybe the pilots say, oh hey, that's too bright. So now all of it's red. Yeah, that's quite good. Very good. Very, very good. Heater? Maybe I should put a button somewhere around here for the heater. Heater. Heater? I'm going to flick this around, actually. I'm just going to cut that panel completely. Instead, I will have this panel, which is going to have a heater switch on it, a flip switch. And then a lights button. So the lights will be number 1, the heater can be channel 2. Then I won't have to change this channel. And a heater is pretty simple, it's just a 1x2. We have heater panel, heater output, channel 2. There you go, heater and lights. Wait a minute. If I don't need any of these switches, then I can put one of the bigger ones and I can use the weapon system on that. I still need a radar and then a artificial horizon. Do I have to... I think it's a different controller. What do you think about that? Just a big screen. Let's get some weapons. We've got to have a rocket pod, because that's kind of the intended weapon. What else? What else have we got? I like the look of this thing. Oh, this might be interesting. Will it fit? Oh, does it fit? No, okay, it might not fit. Huh. Maybe I need to get rid of those. Don't want to, but if it's compatible, I want it to be compatible, but I don't like that I have to get rid of those. What else does that? I think most things are hanging pretty well. I'm going to leave my little wedge pieces here and say, if you want to mount one of these things, then you need to make it compatible for your specific helicopter. Oh, and then you can mount a whole gang of missiles. I want to get one of these big things, like a big torpedo. They're all pretty cool. These must be torpedoes, right? Yeah, these are torpedoes. And these are rockets? This has just turned into me goofing around with Newquay weapons. Okay, I think I've got some weapons. In terms of like how I'm going to use the helicopter, I will not be using weapons because I don't play shooty bang bang. Yeah, like I'm more of a search and rescue player, so at the very, like, the most weapons that I'm ever going to put on this is going to be the rocket pods. And all the other stuff is just going to be like compatibility. It's got a weapon system so that if you want to use a weapon system, you can just come along and... Does that mean it's armed? Holy... What was that? Let's see if it can fly in the first place with all this extra weight on board. Count 1, 1, 16, 100. I think it's this button to arm it. Oh, holy crap, what is this? Drop? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, why can't you arm all of them at once? Yes, we're in the air. Woo! Okay. So I'm going to arm something. Oh yeah, we're already armed. What is it going to be? Holy crap. So I guess that's not armed anymore. This, I think, is a... what is it? GBU. Must be a bomb, maybe. Yep, it's just a bomb. Okay, I thought that was going to be a massive explosion. And then we've got a rocket pod, which we know, and then a minigun. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, actually. Having rockets and a minigun. In Metal Gear Solid, Pequod does have a minigun, but it's actually... it's just the machine guns on the side that you can use, so... it's like, it's not as aggressive as that. Oh no, and then it's wasted. I've used all the ammo. So hardpoint number 3. Rocket pod, no. Yep. See ya. That's cool. And then we go back and our rockets are armed. And this is a typical attack run you can call Pequod in to do. Oh, I think it's hitting something. Might be one of those microcontrollers. And then we're empty. Wait, go. Drop the rocket pod. That's so cool. I feel like I can actually turn the arrow button for the brakes into a flip switch. Arrow up, toggle, flip switch. Because it's all showing on that radial segment thing where the landing gear is. So yeah, I think it's fine. And then it kind of gives it more credibility, like there's more flip switches. Equipment, like what is even in here? If you were gonna go on a mission, you might want welders. I don't know if I want to put welders in the back here. I kind of feel like they should be something that's hidden away. Sort of running out of ideas for this because it feels like it would be able to do all the jobs I want it to do, which is just saving people, recovering people. Needs alt hold, which I'm not very good at. Let's try an altitude hold then. Okay, I know what my altitude is though, right? It's here, altitude. So why does my alt hold not work? Oh, did I remove the button or is that button still here? Get rid of that. So we still have it on channel 2. Switch the on off to a composite input and then we pick it up on channel 2 and we feed that into the PID. And what is this? Oh, into the switch box. I might do the same on derivative. So I've got 0.01D and 0.01P. We're checking the current altitude, and we also have the keypad altitude. Then I have up down going into the collective. And then I think that's going into the gyro. And then that's going, what? Where's that going? Up and down goes into the gyro. Then it goes out of the gyro into this. That seems wrong. That seems very backwards. Doesn't it? Shouldn't it be the other way where the stabilized up and down goes into the collective and then the collective actually goes into the gyro and then the up and down comes... Did I have it just totally backwards? Oh, I guess I'm going to have my altitude on a display somewhere. So that's not particularly helpful for right now. Here's my new altitude. Let's get everything on. I'm going to drop all the weapons. $30. I've deleted the weapons. Hooked up all the buttons. Now, if I hit altitude hold, is anything happening? It has definitely locked me out from manually controlling it, but it's not sitting at 30. I get the feeling that it's actually just locked me out and it's not trying to hold the altitude at all. Yeah, let's try a different altitude, like 100. Okay, now we're going. I think it'd be nice if it understood the relation between like tilting forwards and increasing the altitude. Because it seems like it only wants to go up when it's perfectly level. I would really like it if it didn't go down when you pushed forwards. If pushing forwards meant, like pressing W actually meant just moving forwards. And also if like left and right meant, or A and D meant turning left and right. Especially at speed. I really like the way Seb's helicopter worked, where you could just sort of drive it with one hand. To fly this, you need to have both your hands on WASD and the arrow keys. Which I guess, you know, makes sense. I mean, it works, it's just not perfectly tuned. It could be... it's overshooting a little bit, which won't be the D, it'll be the P, right? Because P is acceleration towards your target, and D is slowing down towards your target. So if I have less P and more D, either way, it mostly works. What did I want to do with this? I had a thought. Oh, I was going to put my altitude on there. Do you have a good recommendation for a digital radar and a digital, what's it called? Oh man, you can tell I don't do helicopters or airplanes or anything. What's the ground level thing? Artificial horizon. Do you have a recommendation for a good artificial horizon? Oh, I don't have any like information about how much fuel I've got or what my battery is like. Maybe that should go into this panel. Let's say I'm going to get rid of these side ones for now. They'll be controlled by the co-pilot. So instrument 2, which is going to be the top one, will be fuel 0 and whatever it is. And the bottom one will be battery. Fuel and battery. I should probably put flip switches or something. I don't know. It depends what you want to have on the co-pilot. I had wanted to put this thing, stabilized camera, into that. Wow, look at all these nodes. What the hell? Yeah, I reckon all of this could go into the co-pilot's display. Maybe one of them. I don't know which one. 17. I mean, that fuel could have been somewhere more convenient, but realistically, over there is okay. Maybe up here would have been good. Wait a minute. Why is nothing on this thing? Engine RPS. Wait, I've got all this space that I could put the fuel, battery, and engine RPS on here along with this goddamn altitude hold button. Okay, altitude hold is now on channel 1. And so this fuel gauge is going to be upside down. So the max value should be 0. The minimum value should be negative 1717. Okay, fuel. Huh, wait a minute. Oh, it's like at the bottom because I didn't do the thing I was going to do. Battery is 1, which is good. It means it's full. Yeah, so I just need to, hold on, let's turn this on. That's going up. The minimum is 1717 and the maximum is 0. I think that works. Yes, now it's at the top. See the little bar? Well, that's good. Now I want to get this tilt thing working. Oh, it's tilted forwards already. Oh man, it's doing some weird stuff. I wonder if it's hitting something actually. Should check those pivots. It might be the pivots are going in the opposite direction. I don't think they are though. Yeah, they appear to be correct. Both going the same way. Oh yeah, that actually works. No, that doesn't work. What is it doing? It must be hitting something. I think it's hitting something. I don't know if it's these microcontrollers. I don't think it's the microcontrollers. We'll try and move a bunch of this stuff somewhere. The only other thing would be is the fin, but the fin is actually only taking up like one space. But it's either the microcontrollers or something in here is not happy. It shouldn't be this pipe. We'll try this. So we're going to eliminate the microcontrollers first. Still doing it. Next thing, get rid of the fin. See if it's the little horn on top doing that. It doesn't seem like it was the horn. It could be the pipes. Is my tail rotor supposed to be spinning backwards? Well, it doesn't seem to be the pipes. Is it this big thing on top? Holy crap, look at that. It's just twisting. I mean, that gives me a good view of what's happening. The pivots are just like not connected. Or they're being forced out? What the hell? What the hell is going on there? It's all merged in. I wonder if it's... Yeah, look, Seb's got weight blocks in here. And these are rockets, so they're 5 mass each. I wonder if that's all it is. It just needs more weight. I don't really have the space. I don't have the space below, but I have the space on top. If it is weight related, that should solve it. I mean, it looks gross, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Nah, it's still doing it. Something else. It's nice that it can fly level and forwards though. It could be the gyro actually. So I've turned the gyro off. There is no more auto hover on. It could be that because I'm using the default gyro, it's trying to stabilize something that it doesn't need to stabilize, and that's causing it to do some funny stuff. It actually doesn't look bad with weight blocks in that color. I wish it spun though. What? No gyro. Nah, it's still doing something weird. If you know what's going on with these blades, let me know. I think I'm getting pretty close. I think probably should decorate the interior, give it some paint, and then move all these microcontrollers inside. But it's coming along nicely. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.